What's going on, everybody? The time has come to change the brake-in fluid in my Atlas 4-speed transfer case. Let's dive right in. First thing I'm going to do is pull my Jeep up onto some ramps just so I can get a good angle on the transfer case so as much fluid can drain out as possible. You'll notice on the back of the transfer case there are three 3/16 hex head screws. We will be using the bottom one for a drain and the top one to refill our oil. So go ahead and get your drain pan and remove the bottom screw. What I'm using here is a manual vacuum pump by Topsider, just to ensure that I get all the old oil out of the transfer case, even the stuff that's in the very bottom. And I'll put a link to this in the description below if you're interested in checking that out. And now we're going to back down off of our ramps here and replace the drain plug in your transfer case. Now I've already removed my fill plug. I did that from inside the vehicle. In my case, I have a giant hole under my seat. I cut that out in order to fit the transfer case nice and tucked up in there. Your application will probably be different. You may have to drop the transmission a tad just to get to that fill plug. Here's a shot of the top side of my transfer case from inside the vehicle. Now refilling this transfer case was a long and tedious process just because I didn't really have a good way to get it in there. I was using a funnel inside of a funnel connected to a hose that was routed into that fill plug. This pump that I'm using, just a suction pump, and I'll also link that in the description below as well. The issue that I had with it was I use it for my differentials, and the hose that's on the suction pump is just a little too big to fit into the fill port on the transfer case. So I had to go this route, and it was cold out, about 32 degrees, and the oil is a thick oil. It's 85 W40. So thick oil, cold oil, and having to be gravity fed through this hose was a long process, but I got it done. As far as capacities go, the Atlas 2-speed transfer case without the planetary box holds 2 quarts of oil, and the 4-speed with the planetary box, which I have here, holds 2.5 quarts. That suction pump holds 16 ounces per pump, so I had to put 5 full pumps worth of oil to fill this transfer case up. And once you have all your oil in, it is time to replace the fill plug. Once you do that, you are good to go. Thanks for watching.